Hi and welcome to the first video of Cheltenham Chat for the Festival of 2022. For those who watch frequently, you'll know all this, but for first time viewers, I make videos on the Cheltenham Festival. They started out as one video with 6 or 7 bets for the first festival in 2018 for my fellow golf caddies, and it's progressed into a weekly analysis of each race and the horses who are going to go to Cheltenham or should go to Cheltenham, their possible targets and my assessment of them. Now, there aren't a lot of bets each season, 30 bets in the 4 years I've done the videos so far. So over the seasons you're getting 7 or 8 bets per season. The aim is a profit. We've worked out of a bank of £400 for each season that I put the videos up. I don't always spend the full 400, but the aim is to be positive at the end of the Cheltenham Festival using the £400 bank. The results to date: the first season was a profit of £160. The second season was by far the best, with nearly £1,000 profit, and the last 2 seasons have only garnered £5 and £15 positive. But 4 profits in a row is not to be sniffed at, and it's not easy to make any sort of money out the Cheltenham Festival. I've noticed my results are better as we are closer to the festival, and so I would imagine that the bets will go out then. Of course, you can watch the videos, and if you fancy a horse, you'll see my assessment of it. That may lead you to bet a horse or not bet a horse, depending on how you feel, but you should always be making your own mind up on each horse. In today's video, I'm just going to talk about a few horses who've either entered my calculations or I've watched other videos and I want to talk about the horse that everybody else is talking about as well. So there's 4 of them today, and then I'll talk about what I'm going to do. But basically it's going to be a weekly video analysing the races that have taken place in the previous week, and there will be preview videos for the bigger meetings and the races that I'm most excited about. So we've said that the past 4 years have been successful. I'm excited to try and make it 5. It's by no means a given. It's going to be very, very difficult. The value in the market isn't really there. So the 4 horses I want to talk about today are horses who interest me, but not enough to have a bet. The first of those is Echoes in Rain for the Champion Hurdle at 14 to 1. I don't believe the price is good enough to have a bet, but she's a horse who I think could be going places, who could be a potential contender to Honeysuckle's crown. I've loved her last 2 wins. She's settled better in her races, and she's finishing out her races a lot better. I think she could be the real deal. But at 14 to 1, she's still got to make the jump into open company, and even if she does make that jump into open company, it's going to be very difficult to shift Honeysuckle from her crown. So at 14 to 1, I just feel I'm not getting compensated enough, considering she's not been into open graded company yet. So at 14 to 1, she's a horse I've looked at, but I'm going to just keep my powder dry on her for now. A horse I was really interested in last season. I thought he would do better than he did over last season. I think there was maybe some horses in Nicky Henderson Yard who didn't run up to their full potential, and I think Golly Hill was definitely one of those. So he starts this season going chasing. He's not won any graded races yet. He's not really shown the sort of form that would be making him a Cheltenham Festival contender, but I think it's in there, and I'm very hopeful that as he goes up in distance and over fences, that this horse could progress into being a festival novice chase candidate. He's 50 to 1 at the moment. I have thought about having a small wager on him, but certainly not for these videos. He's the sort of horse that at 50 to 1, if he won his beginner's chase over, say, 2 miles 4 or 2 miles 6 at Newbury, you'd start to think he could be the real deal. And he'd probably plummet to something like 20 to 1. But at the moment, all he is a big price tagged horse who's not really achieved anything at the moment. And so it's sort of powder dry, although he's a horse that I like a lot. So Golly Hill for the Festival Novice Chase is a horse who I'm looking at a Hail Mary sort of 50 to 1 price. The third horse I want to talk about is one that a lot of people are talking about in Ferny Hollow for the Arkle at 10 to 1. I'd be very cautious about backing Ferny Hollow at 10 to 1 for the Arkle at the moment. A lot of people are talking about him coming out, winning a beginner's chase, and he'll be half that price. And that's exactly right. He will be half that price. So why am I so negative on the horse? I'm not convinced by horses who have injuries and are coming back from long-term injuries. There's a big assumption that he's better than Appreciate It because he's beaten Appreciate It in a bumper. But it's going to be a different story going over fences. And when you add in that Appreciate It won the Supreme last season, didn't move up in distance, there's an awful lot of assumptions that Appreciate It would be pushed up in distance to go against Bob Ollinger to accommodate Ferny Hollow. And I am absolutely not convinced that Ferny Hollow will go chasing no matter what the Malins yards stay at present. So the three doubts in my mind: will he really go chasing? Is he as sound as he was? And is he going to be the number one Arkle contender for the Malins yard? And there's enough doubt in there to be saying to me, be cautious about backing him at 10 to 1 this early in the season. Of course he could come in out and win a beginner's chase, be 5 to 1. But you've still got that worry that once he's come back out, is he going to stay sound? Will that first chase take it out of him? You're really still wanting to wait until he's run in a second chase. He's proved his fitness and that he has really come back as good as he was. The final horse I want to talk about is Eclat de Rire, who ran yesterday in the race that Manila Indo started his Gold Cup season in. And I thought he was quite impressive. His jumping was a little bit exuberant at times. I think he could be more economical. I worry about how De Bromhead's going to juggle 3 Gold Cup contenders in his yard. Is he going to run them against each other? Or is he going to try and keep them apart to the festival? Is this horse good enough to be a Gold Cup horse? And of course you've got in the back of your mind the worry of his unseat in the Festival Novice Chase last season. At 25 to 1, he's a horse that I can't make my mind up about. I think he is a possible Gold Cup contender, but I do wonder how they're gonna place the horse and how are they gonna find out exactly what they've got in their hands without running them against their big guns early in the season. So Eclat de Rire is a horse on my radar, definitely on my radar, and these are the 4 horses who I've thought about at the moment, because I don't think the top horses have come out. I think some of them are going to start to come out this weekend at Wetherby, at Down Royal and at Ascot. Last week's meeting at Cheltenham, I don't feel that those were Cheltenham Festival winners, and I would say that we're more likely to see a few of the top class horses out this weekend. So for any new viewers, I hope you enjoy the videos and I hope you continue to want to watch them. During the flat season, I recommended the Bar Steward's Inquiry to a lot of the viewers, and I was surprised to see that after a highly successful flat season from 2 pro punters who I consider to be way above my level, they have only 308 subscribers. I was really surprised by that. I would feel that the racing public would be flocking to listen to the views of 2 pro punters who are putting up really good bets. And I sometimes wonder about the viewers who watch these videos. Do they want to make a profit, or is it about getting a few bets on where they've got a good price rather than actually thinking about, I want to make money doing this, because I feel that their video is a way of making money and letting them do the research for you, and you just jumping on the bandwagon once they've put the horses out. So really surprised to see that they only have 308 subscribers. I consider them to be way above my level of knowledge. Like I've said, I'm a golf caddy, but I take my betting very seriously, and I'll back my view on the National Hunt game against anybody else's, because I truly believe that I am good at the National Hunt game. But to new viewers, I've still got to prove that. The videos I've made in the past are all still on YouTube. You can check them. You can check that the validity of that I have made money in the previous 4 festivals. It's not easy, it's stressful, and it's quite difficult. And if you make bad decisions like I made last season on horses like Dame de Company, Gentleman's Game and Dicky Diver, very, very poor selections early in the season, then you do start to run the risk of running your bank down and having to dig yourself out of a hole. So this season I'm going to be very, very committed to finding horses who are definitely going to run in those races, and that Connections are targeting them at that races, because of course Gentleman's Game was an Albert Bartlett horse, but Connections weren't wanting to send him there, where I thought they would. I thought Dame de Company started over fences to be a mare's chase horse, where she ended up running in the mare's hurdle. And so I have to cut those sort of errors out from the bets. But I hope that you've enjoyed watching the video. I know that most of the guys who watch the videos will know what they're getting, but any new viewers, I hope that you want to continue watching the videos, that even though you're not going to get a lot of bets, you understand where we're coming from and how we do things. And to all the followers who are just coming back to watch the first video, thanks for watching today. It's been really kind. A lot of you have been in touch, and I'm glad to be back. I'm looking forward to whether it be Down Royal and Ascot over the weekend, and I'm looking forward to putting my views back on the videos. So I'll be back to you next week with a new video, and I hope that you all have a good week, and I'll be back to you possibly Sunday, Monday, or even perhaps Tuesday next week with my analysis of those races. So thanks for watching today. Have a great week, and bye for now.